Welcome to Basketball Intuition. I'm your host, Ethan Simon. Today, we're going to be talking about Jace Richardson in his first 3 games in the NBA preseason. So far through the preseason, Jace has looked like one of the biggest steals in the entire draft. There was questions about his height, and I feel like they've blown that out of proportion. Today, we're going to start with the jump shooting, the playmaking, downhill ability, getting to the basket, defense, and then some more things. Okay, so with the jump shooting, he started 7 for 10. His jump shot has looked very good, and I'll tell you, all the threes that he actually makes, they hit nothing but the bottom of the net. And he has been automatic from the corners as a catch and shoot shooter. We're looking at 5 for 7 from those, I believe. And we'll look at this really tough one. Tyrese Maxey is trying to hustle back in the transition. Jace gets a great shot. Tyrese fouls him and one. Again, nothing but the bottom of the net. And then I want to look at this one as well. Jace is sitting in the corner and he's just clapping. He's saying, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. Throws his hands up in the air. Finally gets the ball. And then again, nothing but the bottom of the net. Now let us look at those mid-range shots. He is shooting 1 for 4 on those, which isn't as efficient as you want, of course, but he's getting really good space on those. He's not forcing the shot. He's getting really good shots in that area. He just hasn't gotten to fall very much, and that's a theme. He hasn't been able to get a whole lot to fall within the 3-point line. So here's one. Jace flashes up to the wing, gets the ball from Wendell Carter, comes off the screen left side, and just 2 dribble pull up right at the top of the circle, and he puts that one in for a great shot. And basically same situation. He gets the ball on the right wing, gets a screen, comes off of it, 2 dribble pull up at the top of the circle again. He just missed this one. Another one we'll look at, takes the off ball screen from Goga, gets the ball, left hand drive into the inside, realizes it's not a good look, so he backs out, he retreats, comes around it, and pulls up in that same spot right at the top of the circle again. He just missed this one right. And this is the last one we'll look at. He comes off the dribble handoff from Jonathan Isaac. Nothing doing, so J.I. sets him another screen. He just kicks it out to the wing to Anthony Black from that, and he just goes to chill out in the corner. Like a very slight little pump fake, enough to make the defense react, and he drives in on Khalil Ware and is able to get a really nice turnaround jumper. Again, he just missed this one. And the theme of all of his mid-range shots, number 1, they weren't forced, and number 2, they were good shots. The last one against Khalil Ware, that was a little bit later in the shot clock, but all the other shots, they were very like, yes, shoot that shot all day long. He just couldn't give him the fall. And I'm very confident that with more rep and a little bit more time, he's going to be able to start knocking down that mid-range shot. Okay, so we're going to look at 2 sequences real quick. We're going to start with this sequence. Gets a little go screen from Jonathan Isaac, kicks out to the corner because nothing's really happening. Jace just goes to chill out in the corner and he knocks down a 3. Again, nothing but the bottom of the net. The very next possession, Jace comes up the floor, takes a screen from Jonathan Isaac, kicks out to Anthony Black, and this is what he has done so well throughout the entire preseason. He passes and relocates. Further on the 3-point line, deeper, catch and shoot, knock down. And after this, back-to-back threes, Jace is hyped. Jace is feeling good. We get some claps. Heat bring the ball down the court. Jace gets the strip. Orlando pushes the ball up the floor for an and one. And you look at that right side of the screen where Jace Richardson is, and he is hyped. So here's another one. Jace comes down baseline, takes 2 off-ball screens. He goes left on the screen from Goga and drives to the inside, kicks it out to the left wing with a nice, very nice bounce pass. Missed the shot. Orlando gets the offensive rebound. Jace makes basically the exact same bounce pass to the wing. Drive into the inside, nothing doing. Kicks it out to Jace Richardson again, knock down the 3. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Jace playmaking. He has looked so good in the pick and roll and dribble handoffs. I have been very impressed with the playmaking, the vision, the poise, control, the timing, confidence. He has not turned the ball over off of a pass. He's had 1 turnover in all the preseason, and it was a weird travel. He's been very careful with the ball and very smart with the basketball, showing off great basketball IQ. So now we're going to look at a few plays in the pick and roll. Jace has the ball top of the key, takes a little go screen, drives left, and not blind, but you can't even see Jace at this point. Makes a crazy cross-court pass with his left hand all the way to the corner. That was just such a good pass. Like, I just can't. A very similar situation. Jace gets the ball, top of the key, takes another little slip go screen. He makes the man from the corner help over. Jace notices that and makes the same left-handed pass to that corner, which just collapses down the defense, and then another swing pass for a great shot. Another one in the pick and roll. This one made me really mad. I don't know what Anthony Black was doing. There was plenty of time. Anthony Black comes up, sets the screen, slips it beautifully, and is wide open in the paint. Jace jumps up, gets him the ball, but for whatever reason, Anthony Black just wanted to rush the shot and throw it up in the air, so that was something. And I will say, if the Magic were making their shots in that first game, he would have had like 8 assists. But they just, especially Tristan da Silva, they just love missing whenever Jace passes them the ball. In a pick and roll situation, he is not only just getting those 2 guys involved in the 2-man action, he's getting the ball to the corner, he's getting the ball to the wings. And when you have a guy like that, that's going to be able to come off your bench and potentially have minutes running that second unit, that's going to be huge for the Magic. They are not the greatest 3-point shooting team, so someone like Jace to come in and help generate good looks is going to be a really good option for them.
If you're still here and enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button.
And this is the stuff I'm talking about. Gets the ball on the wing, drives in. Really nice retreat animation. It looks so cool. Kick to Tristan da Silva for a miss. Gets the ball, a tough spin move, kick out to the wing, great shot again. And just stuff like this that Jace was doing very, very often throughout these games. Just getting everybody involved. And not only is he just a threat passing the ball around the perimeter, but he also is a threat in a drive and kick type situation. If we look at this one, he gets a dribble handoff from Goga. Slight little hesitation to get past Andre Drummond for a nice bounce pass to the corner. It's a great look. Another one off a miss. Jace dives in for the offensive rebound, doesn't get it. Gets the ball in the corner, pump fake, attack the closeout, drive inside, the jump pass, switch lane for a really good shot. And then Jace again dives in on the offensive glass, tips it to Wendell to Paolo for an easy dunk. That's another great sequence. And I'm sure you probably noticed by now, but Jace loves bounce passes, and I love that for him too. Also really good entry passes, and I like that next to Paolo, being able to get Paolo a face-up possession, just safely getting him the ball and getting out of the way, relocating to be a three-point shooting option. I want to look at these two passes in the transition because these were both incredible and beautiful, and he's going to be a real passing threat in the transition. Orlando forces the turnover. Jace gets up quick on the right side of the basketball court, gets the ball, dribble drive to the inside, beautiful bounce pass in between two defenders to the corner for a great shot. Okay, now we're going to talk about the scoring downhill and what he's doing at the rim. Theme of what was going on with him getting to the basket was he was getting really good shots, he just was not making them. So you're going to look at a lot of misses in a minute. I just want you to think about the fashion of where he's getting these shots, of how he's getting these shots, of what they look like. But at his size, of course, finishing over longer defenders and finishing through contact could be a problem. So we definitely have to look out for that. But a lot of these that he was missing were really easy shots that he usually makes. So here's one for an example. This is a very Jace Richardson shot. Pump fake, drive baseline, two dribbles, a little hop step around the defense to get plenty of space for himself. Crossbody puts a floater up and just misses it. And also in dribble handoffs and pick and rolls, he's been able to get such great shots. Here we go, coming off a dribble handoff from Goga Bitadze. Two dribbles off the screen, high gather into a floater, which is, again, it's a really good shot. He just missed it. Straight line drive to the inside, takes the contact, does not get the foul, and also misses the shot. If that was Steph Curry or Shea or Trae Young, it would have been a foul. I will say this now. I was going to talk about it later, but his whistle in the preseason was garbage. And that was definitely something going on in the preseason this year. A lot of rookies were not getting calls. And I know that's just how it usually works. Like, I know rookies, they have the rookie whistle. It's a real thing. But I was just blown away of how bad it was in certain situations through this preseason. Here we go again. Dribble handoff with Goga. Comes off the right side. High gather again into a floater. It's a really good shot. He just missed it. Here's one where he was able to get the call. Catches the ball on the right side. Rips it over to the left. Drive baseline. Huge bump. Creates the contact, goes up for the layup, just misses the shot. But he did a very good job that time selling the contact and making the defender get back into his body. This really wasn't a great shot. I wanted to talk about this one real quick. Drives in on the big man and just gets his shot packed. And then if we look at some of his makes, this was a really great one. Gets the ball corner. Pump fake. By the way, his pump fake is so believable. Drives in on the taller defender, floater over the left side. He was the smallest guy on the court, but he was diving in on the offensive glass. So to sum up everything we talked about so far, the playmaking has looked really good. Very careful, not turning the ball over, making really good passes. Number two, the jump shooting has looked really good on the three-point line. The mid-range shot has not been falling for him. I do think it will fall eventually, but it's not falling right now. He's been able to get to the inside to get good shots. Some of the shots he has taken haven't been great because he's a smaller guy and trying to finish through contact and finish over much larger defenders. But if he could just keep getting to that floater and just get that shot to start falling, I mean, I'll feel very good about it. Now to the defense. We're going to start with some of the bad stuff on defense. So we get switched on to Tyrese Maxey, and this is where Jace makes a mistake. He goes to force Maxey left, and he puts himself in a bad situation. I mean, he cannot be doing this. Rips over to the right side, and this right here, I'm gonna pause it, is the situation that you'd never want to be in as a defender. Completely wide open, and he gets beat very easily by Tyrese here. Here's another one. Gets switched on to Maxey, and this is where he makes a mistake. Left hand goes up on Maxey, and the left foot comes up much further than the right foot. Rip through on that arm, puts Jace in that same situation where now he has to try and recover, and Tyrese gets to the basket for another good shot. He's been reacting to what the offensive player is doing. And I know Tyrese Maxey is an extreme example, but there are other examples of this against lower caliber players. He's trying to catch up and then contest the shot instead of cutting them off fully. But he has had some really good possessions where he's been able to do that. And I'm going to be showing you them as we go through this. And I thought Jace played really great defense in the summer league. And he had some, again, he's had some really good possessions. But when when it comes to these really high tier caliber players like Tyrese Maxey, I mean, Tyrese was just dogging him. Picking up at the logo, basically. He's got his hand up there, realizes that offensive player is about to rip through, and he just gets out of the way. He puts his hand out of there. He's like, all right, you got that. Presses up again, keeps tapping him with the hand, slides his feet this time, and stays in front of the offensive player and is able to force not a great shot, and he missed the shot. But he has been picking up a lot of possessions after makes, and he's giving a lot of effort. He's being very aggressive and scrappy, which is what you really want out of your smaller guard that's going to be running the point against these guys that aren't on Tyrese Maxey level. He's played pretty good defense overall. And then you would probably be like, well, Jace is going to just get hunted in the playoffs. Jace probably isn't going to play in the playoffs right now. I mean, if he would, I'd be so happy for him, and that would be great. But I wouldn't expect that. What was it, 25th overall pick? Jace has been an absolute steal. Offensively, he has looked great. Defensively, he has looked solid, but had some really nice flashes, giving the energy and the effort that you want. He's not just being a pushover. And he has good strength. Like, he's a stockier build at his size. You know, he can hold his own. Now, we're talking about a guy that's like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Of course, they're going to be able to bully him. But again, overall, I'm very happy with Jace Richardson. If you're a Magic fan, you also should be very happy. Or maybe you're a Michigan fan and want to see Jace do well. So you should probably be happy too. I'm sure there are going to be some people that are going to really nitpick these small little things about Jace. And that's okay. 25th overall pick. He has shown so many great flashes as an offensive player, especially playmaker and a jump shooter, that you will absolutely take the good with the bad in this situation without a shadow of a doubt. Gotta let me know your thoughts on Jace Richardson and the Orlando Magic. I will say, if the Magic can't hit no threes, they ain't gonna be better than the Hawks. If the Magic can start hitting the threes, I know it's preseason, but so it really doesn't matter. But if they can knock down threes, they're going to be a really good team. If they don't knock down their threes, they're still going to be a really good team, but they're not going to be nearly as good as they could be. Quick comment of the day. We'll be very fast with this. Today's comment of the day is going to be from Latrell Booker. Hit us with the W Jesus shout out, and here it is again. Shout out to Jesus Christ. He loves you. I hope you're all doing well. If you're not doing well, I hope it gets better for you very soon. Take care of yourself and your family and your friends if you got any. I love you all. Your support means the world to me. Seeing my last video do well, that felt really good because it's been a while since that happened. So thank you guys for that very much. I really appreciate y'all. Going on a quick little trip. I'm going to be editing and posting this on that trip. Season starts on Tuesday. Probably going to make a video about that first game. Maybe we'll talk about Reed Sheppard in the opener. And yeah, man, again, I love you all. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like, the comment, the sub, post notifications if you want, whatever you want. I would appreciate it. And I'll see y'all very soon in the next video, man. Peace out.